Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to my daily Arabic vocabularies. I am Mudaris Sulaiman Ali. Happy listening. We are going to learn from this lesson how to change the Arabic verb liyaktar to suit some certain pronouns in Arabic. فعل أمر commandment. فعل أمر commandment. We are going to learn how to instruct others in Arabic using different forms of verbs. The question is, how do we change the verb liyakhtar to suit the pronouns below? Liyakhtar simply means he should choose. He in Arabic is huwa, which is the opposite of hiya, she. So how do we now change the verb liyakhtar to suit the following pronouns? Wahid, number one. Ana, I. So how do we change the verb liyakhtar to suit ana? All you need to do is to detach ya'un and attach alifun. So the verb liyakhtar will now become liakhtar, which means I should choose. Ithnan, number two. Nahnu, we. So how do we change the verb liyakhtar to suit nahanu? All you need to do is to detach ya'un and attach nunun. So the verb liyakhtar will now become linakhtar, which means we should choose. Thalatha, number three. Anta, you, representing a single male person. So how do we now change the verb liyakhtar to suit anta? All you need to do is to detach lamun and ya'un. After the removal of lamun and ya'un, the word will become unpronounceable. So what do we do to make it pronounceable? Because the ha'un is now taking sukun, there is no way you can start reading in Arabic with a word whose first letter is carrying sukun. So it has now become unpronounceable. So how do we make it pronounceable? We go and borrow alifun. So the question is, what kind of vowel sound are we going to read the alifun with? Is it fataha, kasra, or dhamma? So the letter after the ha'un will determine, meaning the second letter will determine the kind of vowel sound we are going to give alif. So now we have brought in alif. Alifun is the first letter and ha'un is the second letter, while ta'un is the third letter, and ta'un is taking fataha. We are not going to read alifun with fataha. We read the alifun with the opposite of fataha, which is kasra. So we are going to read the alifun with kasra because the third letter being ta'un is taking fataha. So we read the borrowed alif with kasra. So the verb liyakhtar will now become ikhtar. I hope you understand. Ikhtar, which means choose. You can only use this to command a single male person to choose. La'alaka fahimt? I hope you understand. MashaAllah. Arba, number four. Anti, you, representing a single female person. So how do we change the verb liyakhtar to suit anti? The same principle is applicable. However, we are going to attach ya'un to the last letter. Remember, once ya'un is attached, the letter before it must take kasra. So the verb liyakhtar will now become ikhtari. Ikhtari. So you may ask me, why is it that the lost alifun that was there after the ta has now been retained? Remember that ra'un is now taking kasra. The reason why the alifun was omitted was because ra'un was taking sukun. So it was omitted so as to avoid the meeting of two sukun at the same time. Now that ra'un is taking kasra, we can now retain the lost alif. So the verb liyakhtar will now become ikhtari, which means choose. You can only use this to command a single female person to choose. I hope you understand. MashaAllah. Hamsa, number five. Here, she. So how do we change the verb liyakhtar to suit here? All you need to do is to detach ya'un and attach ta'un. So the verb liyakhtar will now become litakhtar, which means she should choose. Remember, we use ta'un to talk about a single female person and ya'un to talk about a single male person. Talking about them does not mean talking to them directly. La'alaka fahimt? I hope you understand. MashaAllah. Udurus, learn. Walahis, and observe at the same time. Udurus, study. Walahis, and observe at the same time. Mufradun, singular. مثنى dual, jamu plural, mufrad singular. This is a word in Arabic that means only one. Muthanna dual, this is a word in Arabic that means only two. Jamu plural, this is a word in Arabic that means more than two. A plurality in Arabic starts from three upward, unlike English where it starts from two upward. Now we talk about muzakkar. Mudhakkarun masculine. This is a word in Arabic that represents a male person or a male object. Just like the verb ikhtar can only be used to command a single male person to choose. So if there are two, all you need to do is to attach alifun to the last letter. Remember, once alifun is attached, the letter before it must take fataha, as we know that the alifun is the mother of fataha in Arabic. Now we can now retain our lost alifun, so the verb ikhtar will now become ikhtaro. Ikhtaro, which means you should both choose, talking to two male persons. So ikhtaru, so if there are more than two, all you need to do, you attach wawun to the last letter. Remember, once wawun is attached, the letter before it must take dhamma, as we know that wawun is the mother of dhamma in Arabic. So the verb ikhtar will now become ikhtaru. I repeat, so the verb ikhtar will now become ikhtaru. We can equally retain our lost alifun because now wawun is now taking dhamma. La'alaka fahimt? I hope you understand. MashaAllah. Then we talk about mu'annas, feminine. So being a word in Arabic that represents a female person or a female object, just like the verb ikhtari can only be used to command a single female person to choose. So if there are two, you use the same form of the verb ikhtaro to command, which means you should both choose. So if there are more than two, you go and replace ya'un in ikhtari with nunun carrying fataha, then you give sukun to the letter before it. Now that the round is taking sukun, so we cancel the alif so as to avoid the meeting of two sukun at the same time. So the verb ikhtari will now become ikhtarna, which means you should all choose, talking to a group of female persons. La'alaka fahimt? I hope you understand. MashaAllah. Al-istimal, now the usage. Wahid, number one. ليختر خالد الكتاب الأبيض. ليختر خالد الكتاب الأبيض. ليختر خالد. Khalid should choose الكتاب الأبيض, the white book. ليختر خالد. Khalid should choose الكتاب الأبيض, the white book. اثنان, number two. لتختر زينب سؤالا. لتختر زينب سؤالا. Zainab should choose a question. لتختر زينب سؤالا. Zainab should choose a question. ثلاثة, number three. اختار الفروسية يا أخي. اختار الفروسية يا أخي. اختار الفروسية. Choose horse riding يا أخي, my brother. اختار الفروسية. Choose horse riding يا أخي, my brother. Remember, the ra'un in اختاري is supposed to be taking sukun. However, the lamun after it, the lamun in al-furusiyya is also taking sukun. So what do we do to avoid the meeting of two sukun at the same time? So we turn the ra'un sukun to ra'un kasara so as to avoid iltiqa'u sakinain. Iltiqa'u sakinain, the meeting of two sukun at the same time. ثلاثة. أربعة, number four. اختاري طعاما صينيا يا أختي. اختاري طعاما صينيا يا أختي. اختاري, choose. طعاما صينيا, you should choose a Chinese food يا أختي, my sister. اختاري طعاما صينيا, you should choose a Chinese food يا أختي, my sister. خمسة, number five. اختاروا كرة القدم. اختاروا كرة القدم, you should both choose football, talking to Khalid and Hashim. You can also use the same form of the verb to talk to Ruqayya and Khadija. اختاروا كرة القدم. اختاروا كرة القدم. Remember there's alifun after the ta. اختاروا. اختاروا كرة القدم. You should both choose football. لعلك فهمت? I hope you understand. ما شاء الله. ستة, number six. اختاروا كرة السلة يا إخوة. اختاروا كرة السلة يا إخوة. اختاروا, you should all choose. كرة السلة, basketball يا إخوة, brothers. اختاروا, you should all choose. كرة السلة, basketball يا إخوة, brothers, talking to a group of male persons. 7. Number 7. اخترنا السؤال الأول يا أخوات. اخترنا السؤال الأول يا أخوات. اخترنا, you should all choose. السؤال الأول, the first question. يا أخوات, sisters. اخترنا السؤال الأول, you should all choose the first question. يا أخوات, sisters. 7. Number 7. لأختر زميلي خالدا. لأختر زميلي خالدا. لأختر, I should choose. زميلي, my classmate. خالدا, خالد. لأختر, I should choose. زميلي خالدا. زميلي, my classmate. خالدا, خالد. Just like saying صديقي, my friend. لأختر صديقي خالدا. لأختر زميلي خالدا. Now talking about the female parts. So لنختر زميلتي زينب. لنختر زميلتي زينب. لنختر, we should choose. زميلتي, my classmate زينب. Just like saying لنختر صديقتي زينب. لنختر صديقتي زينب. We should choose my friend زينب. لعلك فهمت? I hope you understand. ما شاء الله. زميل, male classmate. زميلة, زميلة. زميلة, female classmate. صديق, صديق, male friend. صديقة, female friend. صديقة, female friend. لعلك فهمت? I hope you understand. ما شاء الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Do not forget to go to the classroom, take your lesson watching a single video clips and revise it using the PDF file below it. مع السلامة وإلى اللقاء آخر.